Hi there, you're listening to the Guitar Speak podcast, produced here in Sydney, Australia. My name is Matt Wakeling, your host, and thank you so much for joining me. Now today I interview and jam with a very good friend of mine, Simon Refalo. Now Simon is a fantastic guitar player, equally adept on electric or acoustic. I really admire players who can shift between the two instruments in such a comfortable way. We'll get to that interview very shortly. But before we do, I want to give a shout out to Jambuzz. That's a great website from the United States, and they really champion improvisation and sharing videos, often of bands like Tedeschi Trucks, the Allman Brothers, Fish, those kind of bands. You get the idea. I recently wrote an article on Trey Anastasio's guitar rigs. Of course, guitar player from Fish and the Trey Anastasio band. Incredible player and has a really, really cool approach to his gear. Very practical and yet very big all at once. So it was a lot of fun to write that article, and I think it turned out really great, and I really thank Chris from Jambuzz for getting me on board for that. I'll be writing a few more articles for those guys as well, so I'll let you know as they come up. There are links to that in our show notes for today. All right, now Simon Refalo, back to him. We're going to hear a little bit of his playing. Now these days, Simon wrangles really sweet and beautiful lyrical tones out of an American Strat. He's also been known to wail away on a Les Paul. Here's one such example of the Les Paul in full flight. There's a track called What The. A little bit of backstory. Simon and I have been friends for well over 20 years. We first met at Liverpool Christian Life Centre. That's a church where I was serving as the music director. Simon subsequently took on that role and did an incredible job with it. We did a lot of playing together. We were involved in Youth Alive New South Wales, which amongst other things was involved in large-scale Christian youth events. So we would play at events at the Sydney Entertainment Centre, the Hordern Pavilion, Parramatta Stadium, the State Sports Centre, things like that. Did a couple of international tours to Scandinavia and Guam, beautiful little island, and recorded on a bunch of albums. And I guess for both of us, that was our first experience in a professional studio and working with great producers and things like that. So we've shared a lot of history. We are great mates, and it was really fun to hang out and just jam and catch up. So I mean, part of what you hear today is an interview style thing like we do on the Guitar Speak podcast, but another half of it is just a couple of mates catching up and noodling around on guitars and talking about stuff. Simon's got some new instrumental tracks underway at the moment, so that was a great impetus for me to have him on the Guitar Speak podcast and talk about that too. So here we go, my interview with Simon Refalo. We started, as you do, with a little jam. Simon Refalo, welcome to the Guitar Speak podcast.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
I can't remember the last time we sat down and jammed like this.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
I think it has been a long time.
Yeah.
But it's nice.
It's great.
It's nice having you in the room here. And
yes.
A couple of mics and just like old times.
Old times.
Yes.
Man, so much I want to talk to you. I mean, we know each other very well. We know each other's history, but there's some gaps I still don't know about that I want to find out, and I'm sure our listeners will want to learn about too.
Yes.
When did you start playing? What was the spark?
The spark. Okay, if I go way back, music's always kind of been around in the family. So my mum would put on like albums, you know, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Status Quo, Fleetwood Mac.
Wow.
So music. I think I used to play drums.
Really?
So I think my parents bought me there's a photo of me when I was about 3 or 4, playing drums in a small little kit. So I used to play buckets. You know, so music was around. And then my nana, God bless her, had a nylon string guitar at her house, and I would pick it up, and not knowing what I was just picking it up and not knowing anything, but it's kind of worked a little bit. And my dad goes, "Wow, do you want to get guitar lessons?" And I was really shy, painstaking.
How old were you?
About 12.
Okay.
11, 12.
Yep.
And I said to Dad, "Okay, I'll get guitar lessons, but I don't want group lessons." I was really shy. And then he said, "Okay, I'll get you private lessons." And he found this guitar teacher local, which you knew also.
So this is Brian Annan.
Brian Annan.
What a student.
Exactly, yes. So I my first guitar lesson, I was 13, and very quiet. I remember walking in, I had a pick in my mouth.
Yeah.
I didn't even say anything.
Yeah.
So 13 was when I picked up my guitar.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. So you're playing nylon string.
Yes.
What was the progression? So what were you learning at first? What did you do?
Okay, so Brian was a really good teacher. The very first song I learned was Happy Birthday. Very first
one
lesson.
Of my first too.
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. And I was so excited to learn a melody. So I had a nylon string guitar, and I was a left-handed. I was lefty.
Yeah.
So it was Happy Birthday. But then, the next lesson, it was basic melodies first, just real basic, simple melodies.
Yeah.
But then he was really cool. So he would teach kind of that really basic stuff. But then he also said, what do you want to learn? And I want to learn, AC/DC. Yeah. So he taught me rock and roll and noise pollution. The first riff, I was blown away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you playing electric by then, or was this still on your nylon string?
I think still on my nylon.
Yeah.
I think still on my nylon. I think the nylon was around for a bit. It took a little while before I got my electric.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Nice. It's AC/DC. There was a lot of that in my house as well.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. When did you go electric?
Obviously, Dad saw that I was serious because I was going to lessons, I was practicing, I was learning classical and also modern stuff. So I must have been about 14, maybe a year into it.
Okay.
So my school friend had a right-handed Araya Pro 2, kind of a Telecaster looking
Telly,
thing.
okay.
It was right-handed. It was brown maple neck, and I think Dad. We shopped around. We went to Maryland's music. This is Maryland's music, and I saw an SG because I loved Angus.
Yeah.
I go, I want that. Dad, but Dad was kind of he checked the neck. I don't know why he was checking it, but he must have done some research.
Wow.
He's checking the neck. He goes, nah, it's warped. He said. So I couldn't get it. I was heartbroken.
Your dad's not a guitar player, is he?
No, he's not. But he must have done some research because my dad does a little bit of research.
Yeah.
And I remember him just looking at this SG copy.
Yeah. And
I so wanted it.
Wow.
And he goes, "Sorry, son, you just can't." I was heartbroken. So then my school friend had a guitar. He said, "Look, I went to his house, and it was nice. It wasn't a SG. It was a telly, kind of." And
so
that was my first one. I flipped
the
it.
Strings.
I flipped it. I flipped the strings. That was my first electric.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very exciting.
Very cool. We should jam on some AC/DC.
All right. Okay.
Pick a riff.
Okay. Well, I've got a Strat sound, so it's not going to sound very Angus, but
Yeah.
let's take some delay off because Angus never used delay.
He never did.
Nah.
He never will.
Never will. No. Maybe Back in Black?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
That's perfect.
Yeah, all right. Sorry if this is... Oh, yeah, okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4...
What's the solo part?
Oh, the song's really cool, eh?
There you go.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
I've ever played that on a Strat, so there you go. Yes.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah, so AC/DC was a big... Like, I wanted to be Angus Young. Like,
Yeah.
I was mesmerised. But when I heard Back in Black, it was like, I've got to play guitar.
Wow.
So... Yeah.
So we're learning the solos and stuff. Trying to work them out. How are you?
Yeah. I think definitely early days learning the rhythms.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it was like, 12-bar blues or like
Yeah.
learning the chords.
Yeah.
But yeah, the solos, I remember always kind of playing melodies and leads straight away.
Yeah.
Like there was melodies, like rhythm. I learnt both.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
But yeah, I love learning Angus's stuff.
Yeah. Such good stuff to learn on because like I said, like the chord sequences are relatively easy. Once you start getting your power chords happening, you can sort of find your way around.
Oh, definitely.
So,
Definitely,
it's
yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. Who else are we listening to?
So, definitely Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
Probably a couple of years later, just his blues stuff was just incredible, So, yeah, I was loving Stevie's work.
Yeah. Did you automatically stick Stevie Ray Vaughan and Angus together? Did you understand they were from the same sort of planet? Because when I was growing up, the blues and AC/DC seemed totally foreign.
Yeah.
As I grew up, I realised, well, hang on.
Yeah.
Angus is like a supercharged Chuck Berry.
Yeah, true. Probably when I was younger, no. Probably when I was younger, like Stevie just had for me, it was a little bit more sophisticated in a way. And it was just another expression. It's like Angus was that real kind of hard edge.
Yeah.
Kind of more basic, I suppose. But Stevie just had a fluidness, which was just beautiful. And he could also, like Lenny, like something like real clean. So he had the real blues, but the real melodic thing about him, which I loved. So,
yeah, nice.
Yeah, Stevie was really, really important.
Nice.
Really
What's one of your favourite SRV?
A lot of them, but we can play. I think it's called "Mary Had a Little Lamb."
Yes,
it's kind of fun.
Let's do it.
Really cool riff. Let's do it. Which pickup? I never knew what pickup he used, and I never had a Strat back then.
Yeah,
I had a weird kind of Gibson.
That's right.
Do you remember that thing?
We'll talk rigs.
Yeah, okay.
I'm loving your
Let's
tone,
talk
man. That's
rigs.
awesome.
All right. Oh man, yes, beautiful. That was fun.
Rockin'.
That was fun.
Stevie Ray.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, yeah, he was. Yeah, I loved Stevie.
Hugely influential.
Yeah.
First time I heard him was on the David Bowie stuff.
Okay. Okay.
I wasn't aware of his solo career till much later. Relatively
Right.
later, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I got into the Texas Flood. Was that his band? Was it called Texas Flood?
That was
Stevie Ray
that was an
Vaughan.
album?
Double Trouble.
Double Trouble?
Yeah.
Texas Flood's a big
Texas
album.
Flood, yeah. So I remember getting like a 3-for-1 cassette thing back in the day, or CDs. For,
Nice.
I don't know how I got onto him, but
Nice.
it just appeared.
Wow. My blues gateway was this mate at school. Didn't play guitar, but he loved the blues, and he lent me a Robert Cray cassette.
Robert Cray.
Yeah, the album was his big 80s album was Strong Persuader, I think it's called.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah, great.
He had a different kind of blues approach, eh?
Yeah,
Different
yeah.
kind of city he was probably raised in.
Yeah, more urban. Yeah, very clean.
Very clean.
Very clean.
Yeah.
Beautiful player.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I don't know who surpasses SRV for electric blues.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
And the funny thing is, like Hendrix, because I know you really like Hendrix.
Yeah.
And I kind of like Hendrix.
Yes.
So, I know Stevie was very much influenced by Hendrix.
Yeah.
So, I didn't have any of Hendrix stuff. So it's weird how I missed that.
Yeah, I think most of my time I get into stuff really late.
Right. Okay.
Like first time I heard Hendrix, I hated it. I thought this guy doesn't shred like Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah. True.
But I think as you get older, you understand the nuances.
Yeah, definitely.
And what a freak out that would have been.
Yes.
In the 60s, Jimmy doing that stuff.
True.
So yeah, SRV definitely that, and all that Albert King stuff, all those big bands. Like he integrated all that stuff.
Yeah. He's the man.
Nice. Now you're a metal guy as well. Hey.
I was and kind of still am, like closet, yeah.
Now, Ben, I never really got into or understood was Metallica, but you went nuts on that stuff.
I did. I did love Metallica.
What was it about that stuff?
Just the song structures, the riffs were a monster. Monster riffs, and the musicianship was amazing. I had friends at school who loved Metallica. Master of Puppets was like one of the first ones I heard. Okay. And I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
I was massive. I was a metalhead in the 80s. I had the hair and... it was cool.
What's your favourite Metallica riff?
Well, there's a lot of riffs, but one, I suppose.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Yeah, I think I do. I practiced it yesterday.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Master of Puppets riff, which I'll give you a little demo of that, because that's probably one of my favourites. It sounds horrible on a Strat, but
it sounds rootsy, man.
Actually, when I was younger, I used to think it was... And then I realised there was an F in it. It blew me away. I was like, that little F changed my life. So, yeah. But one, I suppose, one is a crazy song.
Yeah.
Goes nuts, and that song, icon of a song, masterpiece. Yeah, so Metallica was big, big in my world, But in saying that, I'm not a big Kirk Hammett fan.
Okay,
there
you go.
Like I was never. Some of his solos are amazing. I do love a lot of his solos, but he wasn't a massive influence in my playing.
Okay,
like really didn't like his vibrato and kind of his tone. But some parts were like, I loved him, but was never a real big fan.
So it's more the songwriting?
The songwriting and the riffs and the songs. And
I mean, all that kind of stuff that made players think about modes and what they're trying to play over. Were you expanding?
I think I was. Yeah, I was, definitely. My music teacher was very... I loved theory.
Yeah.
I really loved theory. I loved playing, but I was just fascinated by theory. And it kind of... He made it make sense to me. He made music... like numbers, like maths a little bit. So the modes came in and it worked. I understood it somehow, and so I really got into kind of the modes. Yeah. And then Metallica obviously dealt with, touched on modes and others, so.
I think I read Kirk Hammett because he was getting lessons off Satriani, like a lot of players were. It seems like. And he would bring songs in and say, what do I play over this?
Yes.
Like he'd bring the chord progression in with all the dissonance and that flat second you were talking about, the F and that stuff. And you'd have to learn the mode to work with it.
That's right.
That's kind of cool.
And he's the first album, Kill 'Em All, he wasn't getting lessons there, and you can hear it's very bluesy, very pentatonic. And then when he got lessons, when Ride the Lightning came out, you could hear he was getting lessons from Joe. You could hear the new sounds.
Ah, cool.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's do some Lydian.
Oh,
we were talking about this before.
Yeah.
It's one of your favourites, I know.
It is. Lydian's just like hauntingly beautiful.
It is. It's the greatest.
It is nice.
What I like about Lydian, and Dorian for that matter, they're probably my favourite modes, is because they're only one note different from stuff you already know.
True.
So, the Lydian, the sharp 4 in the major scale.
Yes. It's just...
Otherwise, it's all the same.
Love it.
We were talking about, before we were recording, talking about doing Flying in the Blue Dream.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to jam on that?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll give it a go.
Apart
Apart from the solo. But, definitely we'll give this one a go. Hopefully I'm still kind of in tune.
That's awesome, man.
A little bit rusty in some bits, but yeah.
I love that. I love that. It's such a cool tune.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really...
It's like a masterclass in Lydian because you got to, you play over the changes as well.
Yeah,
it's playing in different places.
So clever, very clever.
I always thought of it like a blues, almost like a blues from another planet.
I've never heard that. Like when you said that beforehand, I was like, wow, I never thought about that.
We got chord 1.
Yeah.
And then the A flat.
Yeah.
Sort of into, I don't know, it's like a substitute for the 4 maybe. More in the structure. More you got the
It's a cool change.
4 bars of it, then back to 1.
Yeah.
Then 5.
Yeah. Okay.
4.
True. There you go.
I don't know.
Never even thought of it that way.
I don't know what Joe. I know what he was thinking, but it's beautiful. It's probably my favourite Joe song, I reckon.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's up there. It's up there. Definitely.
Unreal.
Definitely.
Unreal. Now I met him.
What?
I met him at a couple of years ago. Thump Music.
Right.
Brought him out to Australia to do clinics, and a mate of mine was working there. And it was just a Facebook call. Do you want to come and does anyone want to come and work at the clinic tonight? I'm like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So working at the clinic meant that you just ushered people into the venue, and you handed something out the door, and then you sat in the second row and watched the whole clinic, which was incredible.
Yeah, wow.
It was just Joe with backing tracks and talking, but it was still epic. He was wailing.
Yeah, yeah.
And then at the end, during the meet and greet, I was his pen technician.
Pen technician?
Yeah. Wow. So I'd have Sharpies, like a black Sharpie and a silver Sharpie, and people would come up and get stuff autographed, like guitars or pedals or T-shirts or whatever. So, if a person came up with a black guitar, I'd get the silver Sharpie ready.
Of course.
Joe would sign it. And then, it was a good job. It was great.
Yeah.
What I noticed about Joe, though, which blew me away, he was super friendly to everyone, which I sort of thought was cool and expected. Although he'd been doing the clinic for like 2 hours or something, lots of playing and just super friendly. Yeah. Super cool with the people there. But his hands, like he's a short guy.
Right.
And his hands are fairly short. Like he's got these little fingers.
Oh, okay.
And you hear his chords and his legato stuff.
Yeah.
And you think he's got Steve Vai hands or Jimi Hendrix fingers. But he doesn't. So when I saw that, I just thought, I mean, you know already the work that he's put into his playing.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Well, I thought, man, this guy he's not got a bigger stretch than the rest of us.
So he's just worked on it.
It's just the work, man, and the passion.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had little hands.
Yeah, little Joe.
A little Italian Joe.
Yeah. Oh man, he was killing it. That was beautiful, man. I loved your playing.
Oh, thanks, man.
I loved your playing on that. So at least this leads us to Steve Vai a little bit.
Yeah.
Steve Vai being...
While we're still in the metal mode, eh?
While we're shredding.
Yes.
You've got a good story about how you met your wife.
True, I do, actually. I was a massive Steve Vai fan. Obviously, when you're like Joe Satriani, you probably like Steve Vai too. And Crossroads, I think, the last part of Crossroads.
Oh, the movie.
The movie.
Yes.
So, the movie was like, wow, what? And then through his touring with David Lee Roth. So I never really got him in the Frank Zappa days, but through that 80s stuff with David Lee Roth, yes. But yeah, so I was a massive fan, and I used to have a Passion and Warfare t-shirt.
Yep.
And I used to go to TAFE back in 1990, I believe. And I wore my Steve Vai Passion and Warfare t-shirt very proudly.
Yeah.
And my a girl who was also a massive Steve Vai fan, kind of as I was walking in the cafeteria, she goes, "Hey, I love the shirt." I was like, "Oh, a girl who likes Steve Vai?" And that's actually how we met.
That's the best.
I had a Steve Vai shirt, and she loved Steve Vai.
Yeah.
And we met kind of because of that. And that girl was my girlfriend, fiance, and a wife.
Yeah.
So
20-something
20
years later.
25 years.
Oh,
yeah.
that's the best.
So thanks, Steve. I actually sent him an email.
Did you?
Yeah. About that.
Did he reply?
No.
Okay.
Well, not that I never know, unless I changed my email account, but no, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But it was still fun sending it to
But
him.
still, yeah.
Yes. So Steve Vai was, he was like Passion and Warfare.
Yeah.
That album changed, like it just, I was right into that stuff, and that was such an amazing album, and timeless. It still stacks up now.
Still killer.
It's such a great album.
What was it?
Oh, the melodies, his quirkiness, but it was kind of mainstream, because Steve I can really go out there, but he didn't. He actually made it quite mainstream. There's a couple of songs in it that are crazy songs, real dissonant, but just his production, the melodies, the playing, obviously, his songwriting. Very good songwriting, not just shredding. It wasn't just all this fancy. It was songwriting. It was great melodies, great hooks, great. Well produced.
Like, what's the opening track? It's like that fanfare thing.
Liberty.
Liberty, that's just all melody. 100%.
All melody and beautiful harmonizing of the chords. So Steve, that album was amazing, and I still listen to it now. I'll still put it on and go, wow.
I think I'm going to put it on when I get home. I haven't played it for a while. But yeah, same thing. It just freaked me out.
Yeah.
I used to listen to it on my Walkman, on the train, getting the train home from work.
Cassette?
Cassette.
Cassette.
Yeah.
True. Oh.
Let's play a little.
Yeah, I suppose For the Love of God
is
probably the song. And me and my wife connected to that song also. It was huge. So
that's beautiful, man.
Yeah. All right. I'll try and, once again in a strat, kind of a little bit. I'll go as smooth as I can. All right, here we go.
All right. Nice, man.
It is a nice melody. Beautiful melody.
Killer melody. We were talking
Yeah.
before, like how the how he develops the melody. What were some things you were?
Yeah, he
thinking about
plays like the first time he plays the melody, the main melody. It's there's no vibrato. It's just pure, just straight note, and then each time he adds a little bit more feeling and vibrato. And he said it like you try and play, especially if you use vibrato when you're playing, you try and play something without it. It's really hard to contain yourself. So it was very clever, clever. And then each time he just gets more aggressive with it, I suppose. So amazing song.
You've talked about vibrato a bit, like
the
Metallica and now this stuff.
Yeah.
What were some influences on creating your vibrato? Because you obviously were thinking about it, even.
Yeah. So I loved Angus Young, but I didn't like his vibrato. I found his vibrato a bit too kind of strong or fast. I don't know. It was just didn't kind of work with me. But then I suppose I experimented.
Yeah.
Like so I really liked Joe's and Steve Vai's vibrato. And Stevie Ray Vaughan's vibrato. It's very just a real, I don't know, smooth. Yeah. Not too like Kirk Hammett was real yuck, like real fast.
Yeah.
Horrible. But yeah, vibrato was I learnt kind of slow. Or sometimes faster. I don't know. I just kind of developed it, I suppose. But yeah, I really enjoy it. Like it just adds so much feeling, like when you're playing. And bending and all that stuff. Yeah.
Now you sing as well. Do you reckon that influences your playing, or vice versa in any way?
As in my guitar playing?
Yeah. Like, do you think, like people talk about think like a vocalist or think like a horn player, where you got a phrase differently.
You know what? I've never thought of it.
Yeah.
I played guitar earlier than I sang.
Yeah.
So I was playing guitar. I didn't start singing until probably when I was 18. So I was playing guitar a lot earlier. Yeah. So the singing kind of, I had to learn how to play and sing together. Yeah. So I never thought of that actually as a singer. I really probably still see myself more as a guitar player than a singer. Yeah. But I obviously do sing. So yeah.
But you end up spending a lot of time as a church music director.
Yes.
Here at Inspire, where we are now.
Yes.
How do you think that experience shaped you as a musician?
Oh, wow. When I first came, and I saw you, like I kind of met you around that time in the early days, I learnt really like a lot about songwriting. Okay. Because I think I came in as a guitar player, a shredder kind of player. But
we all loved that, by the way. Just freaked out.
Yeah.
That's how good you were.
Yeah. But I think then playing in the team, I was playing chords, and I loved rhythm. Like I wasn't just like playing all the lead stuff. I loved the rhythm stuff, but I learnt song structure, and I learnt really good songs, and so playing in the church taught me how to write good songs and arrangements and chords I've never heard of, like D over F sharp or all these slash chords. I never knew them back in the day, but when I came into church, they were everywhere. And I go, I kind of really learned how to play these chords. So it was huge part of my development as a musician. As a singer, also, I started singing in church, where probably wasn't doing that beforehand. Yeah, cool. So it was very influential. Yeah.
How about music directing? How does that shape your outlook on creating music?
I think music directing, you really have to see a bigger picture in it all, where it's not just you now head down trying to play the next solo. You have to think about what everyone else is doing and finding your part, and then and directing the guys. So you're thinking about what's the bass player doing, what's the kick drum pattern is it locking in, what's the keyboard player doing, if there's another guitarist, what am I going over what they're doing, or am I so it made me appreciate music and the structure of the songs, and then trying to put that into a band setting. It really developed me as a leader. Leadership skills, communication. Yes. Oh wow, huge. I remember, Rebel Yell Guitar Challenge.
Yes.
So I was at, I think, Temptations, Mount Druitt.
Yeah.
And this is the power of a great music director, right?
Yeah.
Dave Holmes was my
Holmes.
music director,
Yeah.
and I didn't know him then.
Yeah.
And I go, this guy's amazing. He was so positive. He was really energetic. It blew me away. It was such a... really made me at ease. And then I thought, that's the power of a great music director.
Yeah,
Just the confidence you can bring to a team. You've got to prepare. Like, as a music director, a lot of it's preparation. You can't just wing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just BB King it, like just play the solos.
That's true. I'd love to. And funny enough, actually, in playing in church in the team, definitely my focus was a lot less on the soloing, the guitar playing. Really, I almost kind of took a step back and wanted to make the song the champion.
Yeah, yeah.
So that, and everyone wanted me to do these solos, but I kind of held back.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah.
I didn't want to make that the focus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You got into production, so you were producing some of the youth albums and end up the early Intensifier albums, or the more recent Intensifier albums as well. Which
true.
Made such a big impact.
Yeah.
What'd you take from that? Like, if I can just throw a seed in, I seemed like I consciously saw you slowly easing out of that and really raising up new guitarists. So the first ones you're playing heaps on, because you sort of had to, I guess. Yeah. What's your take on that? What's your response to me saying that? I guess.
Well, there was definitely a purpose to raise up younger guys in learning production and learning how to record in a studio because it's so different to live. So I wanted to be that mentor because we played on many albums together ourselves, Matt.
Yeah.
So I was fascinated with the studio. I loved the studio.
Yeah.
I loved the process of layering tracks and getting it right and just hearing it from a blank canvas to nothing to the finished product. But not just the guitar parts, the drum parts, the bass parts, the mixing, the mastering. So I learnt that over the years when we did albums. I was a musician and I wasn't doing production. And then eventually our church bought Pro Tools. And then I go, okay, I've got to learn this stuff. And I wanted to learn it because I was watching other engineers do it. I thought, I'd love to do this. And so I learnt it. I to a very demo standard. When we were doing like kind of demos for our albums, I would be in there and with engineering and all that. But then, as I was getting older and the new guys, the younger guys were raising up, I was allowing them to experience the studio, going in, playing, learning how to play in the studio because it's so different to live. So there was purpose in it, I suppose, and I still love recording and all that. It's fun.
Awesome. We should talk about Youth Alive a little bit.
Yeah.
When you say we've done some albums.
Yeah, cool.
Primarily the Youth Alive records and some stuff here in Inspire too. So Dave Moyes has been on this show.
Yes,
of
Dave
course.
Moyes.
We spoke with him. Dave's awesome.
Yes.
So we spoke a little bit about his production and from my perspective. You tell me about working with Moisey.
Well, okay, my memory, changing strings. Nearly every song, I think we changed strings. The amount of gear that we went into the studio, that was my first studio experience? I think it was. And
so we're talking about The Plan.
The Plan.
So that came out, was that late 90s, I guess, mid to late 90s. Now, I think we recorded that at Thornley at the SDA studio.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so it was a big room.
Yeah,
big room. And I was a lefty, so I think Dave graciously enough got me some other left-handed guitars because I didn't have many back then. So there was just guitars and amps. So it was like Disneyland for a guitarist.
Definitely.
But the experience of it was an eye opener about tuning, keeping guitars really in tune, and execution. Execution was really important. Playing the songs over until we got it right. It was an amazing experience. I loved it. I really liked working with Dave. Because he was a guitarist.
Yes.
And I think I learned a little bit more about cleaner sounds too. Back then. Like things like stacking a couple of cleaner amps sound massive. Yes. That was a really so I really learned a lot from Dave, especially with that album and then subsequent albums too.
Yeah, cool. Now you did a solo album, Fly With You?
Fly With You, yes.
When did that come out?
1991.
Really?
Oh, no. 1999.
Okay.
Yeah, true. Got my decades wrong.
Yeah, okay, cool. 99.
Something like 99, yeah.
Great,
yeah,
man.
I did, yeah.
So that had a lot of vocal stuff.
It did.
Which was awesome, but lots of meaty and nice guitar parts.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
A couple of nice instrumentals.
Couple of instrumentals, yeah.
Awesome. So you had the rockin' one. That was that What the?
What the? That's right. Yeah, this crazy instrumental guitar, and it kind of broke down in this bluesy thing at the end.
I love that.
Fun. Yeah.
I love that.
It's a good song.
Can we jam on that a little?
Wow.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I think I do.
I don't remember the breakdown part though. So we're in G,
yeah.
are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of goes like that, and then C.
Yeah. And what's the breakdown? D minor. The sets.
It's kind of that Stairway to Heaven thing. And it just went up.
Back up. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and then I went to did some octave things, but I can't remember where I went.
Okay.
From there. But yeah.
I'll just give it a whirl.
All right. Okay.
All right. I'll be Malcolm. You be Angus.
Okay. Cool. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that was a fun song.
That was great.
That was a fun song.
That was great. The rhythm section was great on that too. It was Huffy and
James Cole.
James Cole.
Yeah, and Adam
Subs,
Primo
yeah.
on keys. Yeah,
On keys,
yeah.
nice.
It's funny now, and I'm listening back to it. I go, oh man, I'd love to do it again. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you always listen to the earlier stuff and go,
Yeah.
I could do it again and sound much better. But
Sure. I think we all do.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
true.
But you're working on some new stuff too.
I am. Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I think so. When I was on like church staff as a music director, and so I was on there for like 10 years. So I kind of that was my focus, like on our church worship music. But I always was recording ideas on my iPhone, guitar stuff, and I thought one day I'm going to kind of go back to instrumental stuff because I think that's kind of my voice a lot. My playing is the instrumental, and I love that stuff. So I have more time now. I'm kind of in a different part of my life, so I just went back and searched for songs that I wanted to record that I've had for a long time, and I just started recording them. And I was kind of producing, like engineering them myself, a lot of it, and working with other musicians. So it's kind of now just recording instrumentals and releasing them at will, I suppose.
Yeah, cool.
There was a plan to do a bit of an album or an EP.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of now fascinated with just when I get a song out there, I just send it out on Spotify and iTunes, and people listen to it. So there's no real master plan. Yeah. But I do love instrumental music, and that's, I find that's my voice, the guitar playing. But it's also the songwriting. I don't want to just do shredding guitar. I want to have a voice and want the melody to speak, and so it's just cool. It's just recording new music as I go along, and there's no rush, or there's no timeline and no budget. Yeah. So you know what I mean? No. Yeah.
So he's doing it as the inspiration strikes. That's cool. Yes. Nice. Yeah. That tune "Crying," that's got this beautiful melody. It's again beautifully written.
Oh, Tears.
Tears. Yes. Sorry, did I say crying?
Yeah.
That's Joe.
Joe
sorry.
Satriani. Thank you. I'll take that.
Tears.
Tears. Yeah. So I had that when I was very young.
Yeah.
I wrote that when I was like 16.
Wow.
On a 4-track Fostex machine.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to record it again.
Okay.
And So I did, and I got like a violin player and a couple of young girl singers, and one of my friends on keyboard. Did he play keyboard on that one? Yeah, so it was a bit of it wasn't just me. I like getting other musicians. So.
Yeah, great. Yeah, it's some cool layers.
Yeah. Yes.
There's Spanish Odyssey.
Yes.
1 and 2.
Yeah. Well, Spanish Odyssey 1's been around for a long time.
That was on Fly With You.
Fly With You.
Yeah. Awesome.
And everyone seems to remember that song.
Yeah.
Like everyone, play Spanish Odyssey.
Yeah.
It's like, cool. And I do remember playing it live the very first time, and it was really, like, people just loved it. Just went crazy.
Yeah.
And so it's a fun song. And
it's
then
awesome.
I like that kind of playing, Spanish playing.
How'd you get into that? We haven't really touched on that.
Yeah, I think maybe my heritage is in there.
Yeah.
Like I really like the Spanish sound and the scales that come with it.
So, but when you say heritage, you've got some Maltese,
so Maltese, European, and
so that kind of Southern European.
Yeah. So I don't know. It just seemed I connected with the melodies. So the Spanish, and my music teacher back in the day, I learnt Spanish songs.
Okay.
So it was always there, and I love those scales, harmonic minor. And all that. So it was always in my playing.
Yeah, cool.
So Spanish Odyssey kind of came out of that. wrote Spanish Odyssey 2.
Yep.
Since everyone likes Spanish Odyssey, well, let's
Give them some
update it.
more, yeah.
Give us some more.
That's great.
And I recorded it a long time ago,
Yep.
and I'm gonna probably release it soon.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, it's never been heard.
All right. We should talk about your rig. I've always liked your sound. I've always loved it. In fact, I think when we met, you had let's go through it. You had your Epiphone sort of Strat style.
Yeah, like a Gibson Epiphone
Yeah.
Strat with a humbucker and single coils.
Yeah. You had a Boss, like a super feedback or something.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
What else? There was a PV Bandit in there with a blown up speaker. Well, that was your amp, wasn't it?
I had a Marshall, a JCM 800.
Yeah, tell us that story. This is crazy.
Yeah. Well, my parents were very supportive of music.
They're awesome.
A lot of people, like when their kids start getting creative, they go, "Oh, get a real job," kind of thing. But my dad, especially, he was the one who kind of saw the potential in my music and got me guitar lessons. And then obviously when he sort of thought I was serious, I don't know how, but when I was 16, he bought me a JCM 800 100-watt head and combo. Head and speaker box, and it was like brand new, and it was like,
wow.
I was a little guy, I was 16, it was awesome. It was so loud. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so they were obviously my garage days, and when I played in bands in my teens. But so the JCM 800.
Yep. Awesome, man.
Then I had a crate.
Oh, that's
I had a
right.
crate endorsement.
You had an endorsement.
I had a crate.
That's
endorsement.
right.
That was that was an alright amp.
That was like I think the VC something or other vintage club.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
they were kind of cool amps. I liked them.
They were pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think. I think it was kind of in that era was like Chili Peppers and that kind of grunge era, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
And especially when we were kind of writing our tunes for Youth Alive, we were looking for that grungier sound. Yeah. So that worked. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And the Strats are relatively new thing for you. You were playing a Les Paul Custom for a long time.
Yes. I had a student because I taught guitar.
Yep.
So I had a student who had like this Les Paul, and he was left-handed. Les Paul Custom, black, with the gold pickups, and a Maton acoustic. He had them.
Yep.
And I bought them off him.
Yeah.
Like for a steal.
Yeah.
And so so the Les Paul was a big part of my playing for a long time.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't play it as much these days.
Yeah.
But I still love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it sounds massive. It's so cool.
Beautiful guitar, and then obviously I had the Maton acoustic, which was a big part of my playing too, especially playing at church and my acoustic stuff. So the Strat came, relatively maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just loved. Yeah, I wanted a Strat. I had a Les Paul. I thought, I've got to get a Strat.
Yeah.
You know? And that really, I find my voice in the Strat.
Yeah, really?
Out of all the guitars, I just pick up the Strat and it's just there.
Yeah.
It just feels good. So it's hard I can't do every style on it. Like, I can't do any of the Metallica stuff.
Heavy stuff,
that I need to, but it's very versatile.
Yeah, cool. I see you using the out of phase positions a lot.
Yeah. I tend to like, I don't really use the is that one, the bridge one? No, I don't use that one that much, but those ones are pretty cool. Yeah. So,
nice.
love the Strat. It's just a standard.
Yeah. American standard.
Yeah, but it's really
beautiful.
Nice. It's really nice. Yeah.
And the Vox has been pretty cool.
Vox is really, really good amp.
Didn't you get a deal with Yamaha with that as well?
I did.
Like another sort of endorsement thing?
Had an endorsement,
Yeah.
Which was cool. It's probably about 7 years ago now.
Okay.
And I love it. It's a heavy amp. It's so heavy.
Yeah.
Why? But it's a beautiful sounding amp, and it's really clear, and it's very reliable. I mean, it's not a UK, it's not an old one. It's a Chinese one.
On the CC models,
Yes, that's right. And really reliable, really solid, loud, clean, beautiful.
Do you drive it, or do you drive everything from the pedals?
A little bit of dirt. I've got a little bit of drive.
Okay.
So basically that's just It's probably not a lot. It's probably a touch. It's not very loud right now.
Yeah, we're at sort of lounge room levels.
Yeah, we're at lounge room levels.
Literally.
Yeah, so it's pretty clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. How about your pedalboard? There's some cool stuff. There's some Benetone things going there from our good friend Sean.
Yes, Sean Bennett.
Shout out to Sean.
So I've got one of his, I don't know what you call it, but one of his custom distortion or overdrive pedals. I love it.
Yeah.
And then I got a super overdrive, a Keeley modified one.
Yeah, it's the Boss.
Yeah, Boss, which is really cool. My Vox.
Yeah,
I've had this for a long time.
It's a great pedal, man.
Yeah, and it's just a nice little boost, adds a little bit of dirt. So I've got 3 distortion pedals, and the colours come out of them.
Yeah. You're into stacking, hey?
I like stacking.
I think I started stacking when I saw you do it.
Oh, really?
It's been a lot of fun episodes.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I like it because you don't need a billion pedals.
Yeah.
I find I can get a lot of from the pickups.
Yeah.
To the different distortion.
I'm trying to say what's your progression. So what's your progression of dirt? So
okay.
What's your first stage of dirt?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, generally I don't actually have it clean at all. So I always have my Vox on.
Yep.
So.
So that's the Vox pedal.
That's the Vox pedal. So it's got a little bit of, like, if I hit the strings, it breaks up a little bit.
Yeah, responsive. Yeah.
Yeah. So I generally have that on.
Yeah.
And then so that can be rhythm lead too. And then generally I'll go to Benetone.
Yeah.
Pedal.
So that's stacked on top?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and that just gives me a bit more. Yeah,
yeah.
And then I'll stack maybe the super overdrive, the Boss. Gives me probably a bit more of a lead sound, but. Yeah, that's just probably as big as it gets. And then obviously if I go to my... Yeah, but then sometimes I'll just have the overdrive pedal. Just gives it a nice sound too, or I'll use the Sean pedal. So they all kind of have little differences in tone. But yeah, I like mixing them up a bit.
Cool.
Yeah.
With the Boss, do you always have the Keeley mod turned on?
Is that when the switch is up?
I guess.
Yeah. I don't really change it. I have kind of one setting and I'll leave it.
Yeah. Glue it in place.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's a good pedal. I really like this pedal. Yeah.
Hey, you got some other Benetones.
The
buffer?
Do. Oh yeah, the buffer's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, I'm not a big gearhead. I don't understand a lot about gear.
Sure.
So I always found that before the buffer came along, my tone sucked. Like, as I put in volume pedals and all that. And I said, and then somehow I remember Sean Bennett said, "Oh, have you ever used a buffer pedal?" I go, "No." And he goes, "Oh, here's one. Here's one that I made earlier." So he gives it to me, and it just kind of like brought that clarity back. And I don't know what it does, but it just makes the guitar responsive again, and it's amazing. Like, I couldn't believe it. So,
wow, that's awesome, man.
It's really cool.
It's great. So that's just permanently on.
It's permanently on.
It doesn't even have a switch.
No, it's just on. It's just red light on. Yeah.
Yeah, great, man.
Yeah.
And the compressor, that's a new thing.
That is a new thing.
Yeah.
It's really cool, actually. I've never had a compressor, and I saw Sean build one, and I go, I want to try this, and it just gives it. It's not massively compressed, but it just gives it a bit more of a snap, a bit more of an attack. So here is it without it. I don't know if you're going to hear it through the. And here is on. Just cuts through a little bit. It's really nice with chords. It's really, I like it. Actually. I love it. It's subtle.
Yes.
You can make it crazy.
Yeah.
But it's just subtle, and I like it.
Nice, man. And for a bit of ear candy, what's your delay?
Oh yeah, so it's a TC Electronic Nova delay.
Yeah.
Which is it's a nice delay. I'm looking at the that other brand that all the boys use.
The Strymon?
The Strymon, I'm looking at one of them. But yeah, it is a nice pedal. This is a really nice pedal. I generally have one setting that I generally use. It just gives me a bit of depth. But it's got all the different different mods and reverses and all the
Yeah.
fun stuff. But I don't tweak it too much. I don't even use the presets. I just got my sound and I go for it. So pretty basic.
Yeah. Oh man, they're great tones though. Beautiful.
Yeah. And then this one, I suppose.
Oh yeah, the whammy.
The whammy pedal, which is kind of like that sound a lot.
Is that the octave up?
The octave up,
but mixed with
the sound.
Okay,
so it's beautiful, and you can create some really nice. And then you can like we use it like with the volume. Yeah, there's lots of cool things you do with it. It's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're using it more as a texture.
A bit more of a texture instead of the crazy Rage Against the Machine.
Yep.
But I do use it.
Yeah.
With that crazy that crazy.
Yeah.
sound.
What tune's that?
That's
off the Intensify record.
There is. Yeah. I Take It All.
Yeah.
Something like that. Oh, there's actually a Take It All guitar solo, which they just grabbed it, which is which is fun. But I use it. It is a texture more, I think, as I get older. I like texture more.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. You got the Vox foot switch. Is that for your amp?
It's not even on.
Okay.
but it is cool. So the Vox foot switch is for the reverb and the tremolo. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's there. It sits there. There's a Velcro. It's Velcroed on. But the lead, because I've got to have another 2 leads in it.
Yeah.
Or 1 lead. Sorry. I don't use it a lot.
So okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you use the trem on the Vox much?
Oh. No. But I do like it.
Yeah.
It's like a beautiful sound.
Yeah.
I suppose if there was a song that would suit it. Yeah, it's so cool.
Awesome, man. That is cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So, just jumping around a little bit, but back to your own solo stuff. What's the best way for people to get a hold of this stuff?
All the Spotify.
Yeah.
iTunes, YouTube, so all the normal places.
Simon Refalo.
Yeah, just Google or
Simon.
YouTube or if you're on Spotify, So it's all there. Nothing on CD. Oh, the Fly With You album. I think
Oh yes,
a few CDs. I've never put that on digital. Maybe I should put it on digital.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I should. Yeah.
I'd buy one, but I've got one. But I would buy one otherwise. Nice. This has been fun.
It has been a lot of fun. I'd like to say I've been a fan of your podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Like really, really enjoy it. And obviously as a friend,
Yep.
just seeing you do this podcast has been, a proud friend moment.
Thank you.
Like, wow, that's mad. And it's so you. And I've really enjoyed the stories. And I secretly all thought I'd love to get on that show. But I never felt, after hearing like Frank Zappa. Oh, no, Dweezil's.
Dweezil.
Why would you want to hear me? But it's been cool just catching up.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think you releasing some new stuff was the perfect excuse for me to say, let's have a jam and get you on the show.
That's true.
Because, yes, right back at you, I've been a huge fan of your playing. I've always said that and always loved it. So cool to hear that you're doing some more guitar-y stuff as well as still doing church and doing other gigs and all sorts of things.
Yep.
As we both are, which is cool.
Yeah.
Let's take it out with a jam. What do you want to jam on?
Okay. Can we do? What haven't we done yet?
Do something funky.
Yeah.
Yeah. E.
Yeah. Just do something E.
All right, I'll just set something up. You join in.
Yeah. No worries. Oh.
Your little special sauce. right, there you go. My interview / jam / good times hang with Simon Refalo. Check out his stuff on iTunes. A couple of names also on to mention. Robbie McGuinness was the percussionist on the Fly With You album. Didn't mention him in the interview, but wanted to give him a shout out because great player. You heard him on some of the recorded examples there. Also, Danny Amar is co-producing some of the new stuff that Simon is putting out. So another great musician. Worthy of a shout out. Also, Inspire Church, thank you for hosting us for the jam. Simon and I, we still serve on the Inspire Church roster on a Sunday, which is a great privilege. And we love doing that with Pastor Elmer and the crew there. Alrighty, Jam Buzz, make sure you check out that. The link is in the show notes. And also, just for general Guitar Speak podcast goodness, we are on Apple Podcasts. If you haven't subscribed to us, you can do it. It's free, and you get this stuff delivered to you all the time. Also, we're on Stitcher Radio, iHeartRadio, and most other podcast catching device thingamajigs. You can find us there too. We're on Facebook and Instagram. That's a good place to come and say hello if you want to discuss any of the interviews. Lots of good stuff coming up, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining me again. My name is Matt Wakeling. You've been listening to the Guitar Speak podcast. We'll catch you next time. Bye now.